Welcome back. So let's talk about the social domain. This is the domain of other people, the needs of our relationships with those other people, our connection to those other people, our sense of inclusion, our sense of caring, our sense of recognition, validation, respect, affirmation, whatever word or noun or adjective you want to use. It begins at the foundational level with the basic need for inclusion. The need to feel like you're a part of something, you're a part of the tribe, you're a part of the family, you're part of the community, you're part of the neighborhood, that you're a part of something larger than yourselves. The problem with inclusion is that you have the rise of social media right now, which is interesting because it was sort of held out to us as an example of what, a vehicle of positive inclusion, right? This is a vehicle of connection. We're all going to become connected to ourselves. When in fact, what's happened is with social media, particularly in the wrong hands, which is often in adolescent hands, it becomes a vehicle of exclusion. It becomes a way to tell people who was not invited to various activities. And this has a direct effect on people's mental health, as we've seen in many studies. This is, in fact, the crux of what that sort of whistleblower case was about Facebook and Instagram. So that is the basic need in the social domain. We need to feel included. We need to feel a part of things. We do not want to feel excluded. That's actually very bad for your mental health. If we get to the next level, once we feel included in the group, we then can get to a point where it's all about caring. It's about forming sort of intimate one-on-one or small group relationships. And this you often see developmentally with people who have moved from having lots of acquaintances and sort of casual friends who aren't really good friends at all, but they're sort of part of their large network, to the next phase of life where there's a kind of a natural distillation where people begin to rely on a much smaller group of people who are much closer friends, who they can share more intimate details with, who they can rely on more for support, who will be there for them and not blow with the winds of fortune. So that's caring. That's where, true love occurs, true deep connection with someone else, where you sort of share one soul, as John Milton put it, when you had the way that angels get together at that level is by, their bodies completely immerse within one another, and there's no distinction between them anymore. So that is caring. At the top level, we have the need for recognition. And that sounds a little bit crass, but what we really mean here is not recognition per se. It's not a recognition award, employee of the month. That's not what we're talking about here. We're not talking about everybody gets a Lucite trophy. We're talking about real respect, the kind of admiration that you feel for those people who have dramatically influenced your life in a good way, who make you feel and have basically improved you as a person. That is what we mean by recognition. It's admiration, it's respect, it's that much deeper feeling. It is something that you cannot pursue directly. It's something that has to be earned over a lifetime of good acts and good behavior. And that's it for that social domain, and I will see you for the spiritual domain.